Hey, welcome back. If you've been following our journey around Tasmania, you'll know that in 3 weeks we've barely scratched the surface, although we have managed to see quite a lot of the state. We start in Hobart and head up the middle through Richmond and Ross, out east to Freycinet and up to Coles Bay, Wineglass Bay and Bichonneau. Across the top to Beaconsfield, we see waterfalls and wildlife along the way. Join us on the search for platypus in the wild. We go through national parks and Cradle Mountain, and in this video we do the Gordon River cruise. So we're all set for the Gordon River cruise today. There's the Gordon River. There's the cruise.
Oh, she's pretty cruisy, I'd have to say.
She is, yeah.
You will travel up the Gordon River, home of the ancient Huon pine, before sitting back and relaxing as you make your way back to the township of Straw.
Between the headland on the left and they have to get it right first time.
Hell's Gate.
We have had some mishaps, vessels that... The main break order was built different.
Is continuing the family tradition, working.
Hang on.
Here we go. And out here's the Roaring 40.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to just go round the water there, Wales, We're about to cross Macquarie Bar, and make our way through Hell's Gate. Someone had the lighthouse there, and that indicated the ships at sea what conditions are like here. Quite often currents too strong at Hell's Gates, or seas simply too rough to go through Hell's Gate safely. Still happening here. Now locals turned up, they've got them there, and everything you see there had to go by boat.
They put the captain's hat on.
Oh, the captain's hat on?
Yeah, so what they've done is they've got some fish pond off the fish farms.
Right.
That's what they make their
Well, it's very important. Ahoy, me honeys. It's very important we sail safely and securely as we ride off into the sunset with me in charge.
Yeah, it's all.
That was phenomenal, to do that.
Training wall. Yeah. Now ocean trout are rainbow trout grown in a marine environment. Most cycle starts in the hatcheries around the state. So it's a really big industry that employs that they by only using 7 sites. This convict settlement, that was an operation here in Macquarie Harbour from 1822 through 1833. And he designed the place to be a place of hard punishment and hard labour to reform the characters of the hard men, re-offenders, down and outers of the day. So it was meant to be a hell on earth, and it was. But it was also meant to be a convict labour force to generate wealth for the colonial government of the day through the harvesting of the infamous Huon pine. Now Huon pine was a very valuable and famous boat building timber that could generate a lot of wealth for the government of the day.
Just over behind me, that is the Tasmanian mainland. I've swum across there, it's not very far, but most of the convicts couldn't swim and some were wearing leg irons. So that puts place to that idea. It is where they had to go to get the fresh water. There's no supply on this island, so they went over there in rowing boats. Yeah. We do know something about one of the cooks, Sarah Simmons. In the first year, there were 8 female convicts here that worked on this island, but they had to sleep in a cave out on Grommet Rock to keep them away from the men and prevent accidents. He was ambitious though. He wanted to show the world his designs, so he needed the cooperation of the convicts who'd be working on the boats. So he negotiated with Briggs for a comfortable place to sleep, extra rations including rum, fishing on the weekends, a drop in punishments, a school to educate the convicts. It went from a place of fear, dread and bloodiness to a place of training, industry and education.
We started here.
Yep.
Went through Hell's Gates.
Yes.
I've come back down to the Sarah Settlement Island.
Yep.
And then we're going to go along to the Gordon River.
Brilliant.
Oh, well, that was very informative, wasn't it,
It was
Steve?
wonderful. I really enjoyed that. Sarah Island.
Yeah.
Now we're getting back on board the boat.
The red boat.
The red boat.
Design of the craft is such that we leave a low wash behind us at slow speed, therefore protecting the banks of the river as we fall. And a huge catchment, and yes, we do get quite a bit of rain here.
150 or 200 logs. As we put the logs in, they went down, and this one I put down, put into the river with a good long spar. He sort of rolled under the front of the logs, and
New government and a 3-hour debate in Hobart last night, it's now clear that legislation to build the Franklin below Gordon dams in Tasmania has been passed.
That we have made in respect to Tasmania, and the dam will not go ahead.
They subsequently passed the World Heritage Properties Conservation Act, which prohibited activities within the Tasmanian Wilderness World Heritage Area.
This is what Antarctica would have looked like 130 million years ago.
Using this area for about 40 from home, so they didn't really listen to much. It's just easier to stick with what you know. Fair enough. Now, West Coast ladies did listen to one particular key thing. You can make a very special kind of tea out of those same leaves of the sassafras tree, okay? Let's go to early 1900s Queenstown. What was happening back then? Pretty well every day, early in the morning, all the men, they get up, go off to work in the various mines around Queenstown, and all the ladies in Queenstown, what they would do is they gather up in 1 or 2 houses, look after the kids, and have very, very secret tea parties, okay? Blokes had no... Before I started talking, you might know that human pine only grows at 1 millimetre in diameter per year, every year. If I tell you this tree is 2,600 years old, we do a bit of quick maths, it should be 2.5 metres round, shouldn't it? Roughly. Looks a bit skinny to me, what do you reckon? Now, miners and convicts there was never any mass logging or clear felling in this area.
1,800
Too much hard
years.
work, too far away from civilization, okay?
Keep your hand
Alright, I'll keep my hand
there.
there. It's probably about a year old now.
You sure you're not having a land of it?
1915, this one was the same size as the other one I just showed you. World War One.
Wow.
Pretty cool, huh?
Cool, huh?
What's the distinguishing feature?
Cheers.
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 up the bush track from Strawn on horseback and showed him around a blow, keen to get a sail. But Kelly was...
The town of Strawn.